It's time to choose you. It's you, beautiful soul. It's you. It's you. It's you and nobody but you. This is my message today. So dance to the white dragon here. You see these toxic relationships, we let them fuck us over. You know why? Because we women are so maternal and nurturing that we will take care, and we want to do, it's programmed in us, it's in our genes. We want to do everything for our partner, husband, mate, lover, whatever, whoever the person is. You're in love, you see. The damn problem is, it's not love. You are in love with the idea of love. Don't get upset. Don't get upset. Or get upset but continue to listen. Because I was in the same situation you are. We want to be loved. We want to know that we matter to somebody. We want confirmation that we are special. So when these knocks hook you, something about them attracted you. Perhaps it was all the effusive compliments, you know, the love bombing, etc. And you swallowed it hook, line, and sinker. Yes, you are worth it. Yes, you are beautiful. There is no doubt about that. And yes, you were programmed. You were already programmed to believe that what you were being told was true. Because you see, that knock and the love bombing and the lies, etc., that wasn't the first time. You were programmed from the time you were very small by another traumatic incident or event. And for children, it's even more significant, especially if it happens between before you're 10 years old. It sinks in. You absorb it. So if you were constantly told, you know, you're not good enough, or grandma just made a comment, oh girl, why are you so silly? Why it is you can't get this? Or why can't you be like your brother? Or why are you always asking questions? Or why are you always jumping around? And all that sort of stuff. Children absorb these things like sponges, and the more they hear it is the more they will believe it, because they understand that the only thing they hear is, I'm not good enough to be loved. And if it was physical abuse, sexual abuse, and like in my case, it was sexual abuse, and from 3 years old, and if you were told also that not good enough, or you can't be enough, or you have to do this in order to be loved, that created a pattern. It created a wound. So when that motherfucking knock turned up, you were attracted to that person because they reminded you of, it wasn't conscious, but that's the only place you got love. So the knock you let in, you believe everything because you wanted to believe it. And I remind you, I was in exactly the same position until I was being beaten up, slapped up, chased down in the street, all sorts of stuff, beaten up in the street, knives pulled on me, until the final time when Raised High came to stab me to death. The second relationship, the man pulled a machete on me. I got the first, and I walked away from the second after 3 months. And what did I tell him after he did that? Don't sleep. Because Stupid man that he is, and men are stupider because they are very one-track minded. He actually believed that he could get away with that and go to sleep. The next day, I didn't say a word. He went to work. When he came home before me, he swore to me, I get rid of the machete. Yeah, I throw it away. I don't have it anymore. That was not my concern. I left not long after, and I lived in a night shelter. The point I am making here is the abuse, whether it is verbal, psychological, or emotional, as some people say, and or sexual, it creates breaks or wounds in you, as I call them, that set you up for the shits that enter your life. You have to choose. You have to decide. You have to decide, and decide now if you are good enough. I know you are good enough, but you have to decide. Am I good enough to be loved as I am? Because that's the problem. The complaints, the criticisms, and all that crap is just crap. Because I need you all. God, this reflection on my glasses, it's hard to get rid of it. Maybe I should move here. Let me move. Because the issue is here. And if you would only get this, is that narc is the most insecure person that you will ever meet in your life, unless you meet another narc. That's what they are. Insecure. Their self-esteem is in the toilet. And because it's in the toilet, they choose people, women, or same-sex partners, to beat on. That's what I call it. So you have to decide, am I good enough? Am I worth it? Am I good enough to be loved as I am? And then you have to make the choice. And that choice can only be to leave. It's very difficult. It's hard. It's scary. Because you know that it is not you. You know that is not what you signed up for. One woman actually wrote, why can't he be the man that I need him to be? And I responded, he never was in the first place. He never was, but she could not see that even after she left the relationship. And that is the same with a lot of you women. This glare is really terrible, huh? That is the same with a lot of you women. Let's see. This is better. These people in your lives, they abuse you because that is their norm. Abuse, ladies, is not your norm. You have something inside of you that wants to express itself. You have something inside of you that is so powerful, and you keep it locked. You know, it's like a butterfly in a cocoon, and when the butterfly thinks that it's out, it's still batting its wings, but it's locked, it's caged inside. The breakthrough experience with the dragons and I, we show you your path to power. And after we unlock those doors to the powerful being that you truly are inside, we give you the keys, your keys to your own kingdom. I wish I could share testimonials now, but the Breakthrough Spa with your path to power is a 6-month-long program. So I just have to wait to share that. The point I am making is you have many other options. Me, I consider the path to power as the best there, because it's dragon energy, it's gentle, it's powerful, etc., and takes you where you want to go. But that's not it. Find the means for you. Get on YouTube, start meditation, whatever you have to do in order to center and calm yourself to be able to think clearly, and then get the fuck out of Dodge. You deserve it. You are worth it. I know you are worth it. And it is time, ladies, that you decide that you are worth it too. Namaste.